friends, how are you today? Are you having a good morning so far? I hope you had a good sleep and you had a great rest and you woke up and you washed your face and brushed your hair, had some yummy breakfast and got some stretches out, got your wiggles out, and here you are for our lesson. So welcome. I know it's been a little while since I've seen you, but I've been thinking about you and I can't imagine how big you're getting and how strong and how tall. And I know when I see you next, I'm going to go, who is that? And then you're going to tell me who you are and I say, oh, of course, you just got so big when I didn't get to see you. So I can't wait. All right, let's say good morning with our hearts. So just remember, every time you learn something or you practice sounds or numbers, I know about it because Miss Jillian's connected to all learning. So my heart to your heart, keep learning. And to all of my friends under the rainbow, we're always connected through our class and through our lessons, and now today through our video. So, who remembers what month it is? Yeah, did you say it's the month of April? It's April. And today is Wednesday, and we are in the last Wednesday of the month. So if you look at your calendar, I want you to go all the way to the bottom, and it says here, Wednesday, April 29th. And tomorrow is Thursday, April 30th, and that's the very last day of the month. Then we're done with the month of April, and we're going to start a new month. So who knows what month comes after April? I'm going to give you a hint. It starts with the sound And before April, we have the month of March. That starts with But after April, we have the month of May. Yeah, if you guessed it, you got it. So it's the month of May. And in May, we'll have some more rain, I'm sure, and sun, hopefully, but definitely we'll see lots of plants growing and lots of things changing in our natural world. So maybe you've been keeping track of your precipitation. Maybe you've done it every day. Maybe you've done it every week. But in mine, mine's totally empty pretty much. There might be one drop in there. But yeah, it rained a bunch and then it stopped and then I emptied it because I've been doing it every day. And now the last 2 days it's been sunny with just a little wind. So that's why there's some pine needles in there. And in my weather book, I wrote April 29th, 2020, and I drew a big sun because it's super sunny today. I do think it's going to rain later on, but right now it's super sunny. And we're still in our season of spring. That's right. I hope you said it. And May is our next season in spring. So spring started with the month of March. Then we went into the month of April in spring, and now we're going into May. So there we go. And maybe you've been keeping great track of the birds that you've been seeing in your bird book. I can't wait to see that. And hopefully you wrote out some pledges on here and you've been following those and talking to your friends about what they're doing. So I can't wait to hear about that. Lots of good projects and activities to do. And let's do a little bit of French. So let's start by saying how we're feeling. So we're going to go, aujourd'hui, ça va bien. Aujourd'hui, ça va mal. Aujourd'hui, ça va comme ci, comme ça. Aujourd'hui, ça va fantastique. Ça va fantastique, mes amis. And how about we sing our days of the week? Because we haven't done that for a while. So that starts on dimanche. So we go. Dimanche, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi. Dimanche, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi. Il y a 7 jours, il y a 7 jours, il y a 7 jours dans la semaine. Il y a 7 jours, il y a 7 jours, il y a 7 jours dans la semaine. Oui, bravo mes amis. And we are still in the saison, we're still in the season of printemps. And I know we haven't said, maybe we haven't said the season yet in French, but the season in French is printemps. So that's a good French word to know. Okay, so today we're talking about flowers and seeds and different things. So this is one that Sloan and I have been working on, and it is the avocado seed pit. So when you cut open an avocado, you've probably seen this before, a pit in the middle like that. And what we've done is what we're trying to do is get some roots to come out of it, and then hopefully it will start to grow, and we can get a little avocado tree going, and then we can plant it in some soil and maybe grow our own avocados, which I know is a very big goal, but we thought we would try. I also know some of my friends have been growing bean seeds, sprouting those, but I wanted to share with you our avocado pit. And if you want to do this, you could totally do it. It's very easy. You just find a jar where the seed can sit a little bit in water, and then you just need to suspend it. We just use some skewers, and as you can see, it's starting to open up a little bit on the top, and I'm hoping that some green shoots will come out of it soon, and we'll see what happens. So that's interesting. And maybe in your gardens you've started planting some seeds for your vegetables that are going to start growing, or maybe some bulbs for some bigger flowers, things like that. So I hope you've been experimenting and doing some garden work, and if your parents are doing gardening work, you can help them, which is so great. And later on in the lesson, we're going to look at the parts of the flower. But now let's go into our sounds, okay? So we're going to do 3 new sounds today. And of course, some of you will already know them. Some of you may not. And we'll just practice, and you can practice with me. If you know, then you just say it, and yeah, it'll be fun. Okay, so the first sound we're going to look at is the sound, do you know it? Did you say p? Yeah, the first sound is the sound p. P for Peter, pumpkin, p. Okay, and for p, I have a picture of a piano. Yeah, so p, piano. All right, now I have this sound. What sound is this sound? Do you guys know? Some of you do. It's the sound e. E, iguana. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have a picture of an iguana. E, iguana. Oh, it was upside down. Iguana. There we go. Iguana. And then I have this sound. What sound's this sound? J. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. What starts with this sound? J. Jillian. Yeah. Jillian. Jillian starts with J. And so does Judah and Jim. So Jillian. Okay. And maybe I have a picture for something with a J. Let me see. Oh yeah. Here I have a jacket. All right. So my sounds are p, and j. So now let's match the rest of the pictures underneath the sound. So I'm going to hold up the picture, and you can say what sound it belongs to. All right. So here we have, let's start this one. What is this? Oh yeah, those are yummy. Potato. So where is the p sound? You're right. Piano, potato. There we go. Okay, what's this a picture of? Do you guys recognize that? It's jam. Yeah, here's jacket, jam. Yum. All right. And now what's this a picture of? It's igloo, and I think it goes here with iguana. Igloo, iguana. All right, now I have a picture of a jug. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the j sound here, so it goes here. Jug. And then I have, ooh, what's this? This might be hard to tell what that is. It's ink. Yeah. Ink. And my last thing is a yeah, pot. So it's gonna go where? With the j? No. With the I? No. With the p? Yeah, pot. There we go. So I matched all my sounds, and maybe at home you can do a matching game with your sounds too, or you can always go get objects to match. So for pug, you could go get something that's pink, and for what could we do for we could go get a pen with some ink in it, ink in it. And for j, you could get a picture of me. No, you could put a jelly bean underneath it. So yeah, so there's lots of things you can do for practicing your sound. So let's just play the knock knock game. So I'll take away the cards and we'll do one knock knock game. Put these over here. Okay, so I'm gonna mix them up. And we're going to say knock, 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 and then you tell me who's there, okay? So, knock. Who's there? Who's at the door? What sound is it? I heard you. You guys said pet. Yeah, pop. There we go. Pup. All right. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It's the sound j. Yeah, j, jump. J, jump. There we go. And the last one, knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Ooh, it's the sound iguana. Yeah, awesome. So there we go. All of our sounds. Great to practice. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some math. And today we're going to look at addition. So some of you have done some addition in class, and some of you haven't had that lesson yet, but we're just going to play around with it a little bit today and start it, and I'm going to send some questions home that you can do at home with some counters. But first I just wanted to remember, so last week we looked at the bead stair, okay? So a great thing you can always do at home is just practice taking out the bead stair and putting it in order. So you can always start with the 1, and then finding the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So that's your bead stair. It's good to practice. And you have also the colored picture of it, and maybe you colored it and wrote your numbers beside it. So there's lots you can do with the bead stair. So I hope you're having fun working with that, and you can just keep working away on that. And today we're going to do some addition. So addition is represented in our math by this symbol, which is a plus sign, right? It's a cross, and it looks like that, kind of like a T or X, yeah, but it's a plus sign, an addition sign. So what addition means is we're putting two things together. We're putting numbers together. So when I give this lesson in class, I always give it with a little heart because really we're putting things together. So we're going to play today with some numbers, and we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to start with this number. What number is this? It's number 2. Yeah. And I have 2 friends over here. So I'm going to take 1 friend, and I'm going to take 2. So you can use anything as your counters for doing these addition questions. You can use the pasta. Maybe you have Legos or cars, or maybe you have little people. That would work as well. Okay, so I'm going to put 2, and now I'm going to add another number. So I'm just going to choose a number. Okay, so I chose number 4. Yeah, so I'm going to take 4 friends now. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So because addition means that I'm adding them together, this is my equal sign, I'll hold it up, sorry, equal sign, it means that I'm going to push my friends all together over here at the end of my question. Because when I have the plus sign, the addition sign, that means I'm putting 2 groups of things together. So here I put all of these guys together, and now I need to count and see how many I have. So let me count and see how many I have. I hope you can count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. So 2 plus 4 gives me number 6. There we go. So this is sort of how I would like you to practice your addition at home, like this, okay? So I will give you questions that you can do and print out and do like that. But also, if you're still learning how to write your numbers, you can practice adding numbers together just this way. So you already have your number cards, and then you're going to make an addition and an equal sign, okay? And then you'll put your cards and your counters and figure out what answer we get. So here, 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay, let's do one more question together. Put these away. Okay, I'm gonna choose number, I'm just gonna choose one. Number, what number did I choose? Number 1, yeah, 1. And I'm gonna choose number, ooh, what number should I choose? Let's show this number. Maybe you guys can tell me what number it is. Number 8, yeah. Okay, so I have 1 plus 8 equals 1. So here I'm going to go over to my friends. So I need one friend here, and then I need to count 8 of them here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. So because I'm putting them together, they're all friends. That's why I have my heart here. But I'm putting them all together. So this friend's going to come join these friends, and they're going to move over here. I'm going to see when I have 1 plus 8, how many I have all together. So let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1 plus 8 equals 9. So in my number cards, I can even go and find my number 9. Number 9 and put it here because 1 plus 8 gives me 9. Okay? So I think that's like a great way to practice addition and just start playing with it. And you guys can just choose your own questions like that and have an adult or grown up in your house check your answers. And I hope you have lots of fun practicing adding numbers together. Okay? And we don't need to go any higher than 10, and you can just use your numbers 1 to 10, all right? And if it feels like it's getting easy for you, the thing that you can always do is make a guess. So before you count how many you have together, you can guess and try to guess how many you're going to have together, okay? Awesome. All right, so we were talking about flowers today, and this is the flower that I had here. So because no flowers have grown here, and at the store I didn't see any flowers yet. So here we have the flower, and we're just going to talk about the parts of the flower. So unfortunately, this flower is missing one part, but I'm going to try to do it with my hand. So what is at the base of the flower that holds it into the earth and gets lots of nutrients, and that nutrients travels up the stem? What do we call this part? We call it the roots. So these are the roots, and then the water from the root that goes into the roots and the nutrients travels up this part, these long skinny parts. What do we call these? What's this called? It's called the stem, yeah. And then these, what are these called? These help catch sunlight so that as the flowers are growing, the flower can change sunlight into food for itself and have with the water and the sunlight, and then it helps. So these are called leaves, yeah. And then up here we have the gorgeous flowers. And as you know, flowers can be all different sizes. I've seen some flowers as big as my head, and I've seen tiny, teeny, tiny flowers as small as my thumbnail, my fingernail. So flowers can be all different shapes and sizes, all different smells, all different colors, and they're so beautiful. And some flowers give us fruit. So like the pumpkin has the pumpkin flower, and then the pumpkin, yeah, so you never know. And this is the kind of a fun activity we're going to do today. So what we did here is I basically made a flower, and then I made this. So if you have what's it called? Like a stick or a peg where you keep your paper towel, you can use that, but I don't have that, so I just made this. So what I did is I took some Play-Doh and I put it in a jar, and then I just went outside and got a stick. Okay, so I put it in here like that. All right, and then it's kind of like a puzzle, making a flower puzzle. So here are the roots that I drew, and I wrote roots on the side so a grown-up could help you write it. And the roots are going to go first because the roots are what go onto the ground and suck up the nutrients in the water. And then after the roots comes the stem. So here's a part of the stem. So you can see it there. The stem, and that's going to go next. And I just glued it on a toilet paper roll. So I have roots and then stem. And then here I cut out and drew some leaves. So I'm going to put my leaves next to catch the sunlight. And then here I have my flower on top. So when you're done, it's like you made a little flower puzzle and you labeled the parts of the flower, and it's pretty cool. And then you can play the game again and again. And you can even cut it into smaller pieces, or you can make more than one. And you could put it on top of anything really, popsicle sticks or pencil crayons, or make different colors. So I hope you have fun with that and writing the parts of the flower or having someone write them for you. That's great. Okay. And then I wanted to do this little flower song with you that I just like so much. And it reminds me of 5 little pumpkins, but it's not 5 little pumpkins, it's 5 little flowers. So it goes like this. 5 little flowers growing in a row. The first one said, I'm purple, you know. The second one said, I'm pink as can be. The third one said, I'm blue like the sea. The fourth one said, I'm a very red fellow. The fifth one said, my color is yellow. Then out came the sun, big and bright, and 5 little flowers smiled in delight. There we go. So you guys can practice that, and if you want to do it again, you can back up the video and do it again and practice it, and I will send it to you, so if you want to color this, you can color it too, and do the flower poem. You can even make flowers for your fingers. There's just so many fun ideas. Okay, and then the last thing today, just for a practical life activity, because every week we've done different practical life activities. Last week we did some pouring, we did things like that. So this week I wanted to do something, small but very important, and it's opening a jar. So this is a jar that has a thread on it. Okay, so we have jars that have just caps that we snap off. We have jars that we have kind of like lids that we put over top, but these are ones that have a thread in it. So I'm going to unthread it so you can see. And so if you can see inside, they have little ridges. And here they have little ridges. This is my lip gloss. And here what you're going to do is you're just going to take a jar, and maybe it's an empty jar, that's fine. It can be any size, any type of thing. It can be even like a glue container. But you're going to practice lining up the ridges and twisting on the cap. Okay, so it's a twist. So these caps can't just be popped on. If we do, it's not on and it will just fall off. Well, it's loose and things will fall out. So what we're practicing doing is we're looking for the thread inside the lid, and we're matching it to our jar, and we're just going to practice looking and turning our lids onto our jars, and you can turn them tight, okay? And you can even have a grown-up set it up for you, and then you can try opening them, okay? And then another fun activity is to get a bunch of different jars, to empty them out, and put the lids on one side and the jars on the other side, and then matching which lid goes to which jar. We have a work in the class that's like this, and we call it bottles and boxes, because we also do lids of boxes. So this is something you could practice at home as well, and practice matching the lids to the jars, and then also turning on your lid, okay? Awesome. So I hope you guys all have fun with that. And we will say goodbye with my heart to your heart. I hope you enjoy the lesson. And to all my friends under the rainbow, I hope you have fun making these activities and practicing your sounds and doing addition with your numbers. It's so cool. And I can't wait to talk to you all and see you. And there'll be one more video with the story and some things I'm going to share on there. Okay, so bye my friends. I'll see you next week.